So it's my immense pleasure to introduce a speaker, second speaker of day one session. And our second speaker is Mr. B. Rammohan Reddy Garu, and he did his BTech of Civil Engineering from Bridge Engineering College, Hyderabad, and he did in Masters, that is MTech from MRIT, Mallaradi Institute of Technology and Sciences, Hyderabad, and he's currently pursuing a, PhD from Guntur, Andhra Pradesh Vigyan University. He has 1 year of experience. He has a 1 year of experience as assistant professor in Department of Civil Engineering from IARE College, and 4 years of experience in WITS College at Hyderabad. And his area of interest is sustainable cementitious materials such as replacement of various industrial byproducts in the concrete. His major research interest on strength, durability, and microstructural behavior of geopolymer concrete. So Ram Mohan Reddy Garu has published six research papers in international journals from Elsevier and Springer. So he participated five national and international conferences. So this is a so now I request Ram Mohan Garu please to have a session and continue the second session.
Good evening to one and all. Again, a warm welcome to online lecture series on role of cement and supplementary cementitious materials in the production of eco-friendly, or we can call as environment-friendly concrete. And the entire process will give a much way forward towards the sustainability, where the entire construction industry or entire the world is looking for the sustainability in all aspects. As a part of this lecture series, now I am going to present you what are the general properties of a cement and what are the different types of cements. So, as a civil engineers, we should know at least what are the general properties of a cement. And these are the contents of my presentation in this session. And coming to the general properties, where if we are in the field, we don't have enough time to do the laboratory properties of a cement, then when we are in the field, we can do the field testing of a cement. For this field, generally we will see the visibility, like whether is there any presence of lumps in the cement bag or the color, and we will see the feeling, whether it is the cement is giving smooth feeling or not. So along with that, the temperature, whether it is in the high temperature position or it is in the cool position. So these things generally we will know in the field test. This we will done when we don't have enough time to do the laboratory performances. So it is my general thing that we all know that cement is one of the backbone ingredient towards the production of concrete. So along with that, we know cement is having a ability to hold all the ingredients that we are using for the making of concrete. And this slide will give, when we will take a pinch of cement, how it will feel, whether it is smooth or we can see the color. And from the second image, we can see the bag, whether which grade of cement that we are using and which type of cement that we are taking, and what is the manufacturing date. Manufacturing also will the important, because if manufacturing date increases, means as we know that the strength of the cement will be decreases. Now coming to the laboratory testing, we have to know the physical properties of the cement, like setting times, soundness, fineness, specific gravity, along with that strength also, obviously. So before going to these tests, we should know the consistency also. Now here we will see the VCOT operators that we can use to find the consistency and setting times of cement. The figure A will represent the VCART apparatus consisting of different parts like a mold, plunger, a glass plate, and the needles. And the second B will represent how we will place the cement paste in the mold and how the needle is going to penetrate in the cement paste. And there more three images are there. C image will represent a needle using to find the consistency of cement. And the D needle will represent the needle that were used to find the initial setting time of a cement. And the last image will represent the needle with angular that we will use to find the final setting of cement. So these three needles are different depending upon what we are calculating. We are calculating the consistency of cement, our initial or final setting time. The needles we have to change in the VCART apparatus, but apparatus is the same, only we have to change the needles. So here for finding the consistency of the cement, we have to use the 10 mm diameter, and for initial and final setting time, we have to use the 1 mm needle. Now it is also a representation of a VCART operators. What are the different dimensions? What is the mold dimension? What is the plunger dimensions that we can see in this image? And coming to where setting time of the cement will plays a major role, because we have to know the setting time, because whether we are preparing a concrete at the time at the place of construction, or from somewhere the concrete is preparing and the concrete is transporting to the particular site. In such a case, we have to know the setting time. Then only we have to do the proper planning to transport the concrete from the manufacturing place to the construction place. Now, there are so many factors that affecting on the setting time, like the fineness of cement, water cement ratio, the content of the chemicals, like especially gypsum. As we know that the decrease in the gypsum content, the setting time will be decreases. As like increasing, it's vice versa that we know. And admixtures will also plays a major role. We know that there are so many admixtures. Those will act as accelerators and also retarders. Now, generally we have to, in the general time, we have to know that initial setting time must not be too soon, because there will be some time for mixing, compacting, and also, so that the initial setting time must not be so much quick in the general purposes. Along with that, the final setting time must not too late. And generally initial setting time typically varies between 30 minutes to 45 minutes, and this may be varies depending upon the type of cement that we are using. And final setting time will around 600 minutes. It's around 10 hours. So generally when we will say that that is an initial setting time, means when the cement paste loses its plastic state, like when it is started stiffening. And when we will say the particular the final setting time, means when it will be in the hardened state. Generally we know that C3A and C3S, the box compounds, these will play the major role in the temperature rises in the cement paste. And to know the VCAT apparatus, their dimensions, and according to the Indian Standard Code, the provision that we have to follow is IS 5513, 1976. And to find the consistency, as I said in the earlier slide, a 10 diameter plunger we have to use. To know the setting times, we have to use 400 grams weight of cement by adding 26 to 38% of in between the range of water percentage that we have to add. We have to choose a particular water, at what particular water percent the consistency is obtaining, that we have to see. So to find the consistency, we have to see is the 10 needle will penetrate into the cement paste up to the depth of 33 to 35. The top of the mold, if you will measure, the needle will penetrate into the cement paste up to 35 to 35 then we can say that the consistency of the cement paste will be good. Further, the consistency will plays the major role for finding the initial and final setting times, along with the soundness and also strength parameters. So coming to the initial and final setting times, both initial and final setting time will also use the same VCAT operators, which we will use for consistency. And 1 needle will penetrate into the cement paste up to the 7 from the bottom of the mold. Then we can measure the time, how much time will taken to penetrate, that we have to take, and we have to take it as a initial setting time. And for the final setting time, the needle, the angular needle that we are using, it won't penetrate into the cement paste. That means when the cement paste is in the enough hardened, it won't allow the needle inside the cement sample. Then we can say, then we can find the final setting time here. This table will represent what is the minimum setting time, minimum initial setting time, and also maximum final setting time for 3 grades of OPC cement. And the fineness. Fineness is also one of the important property of a cement, where we will find, is there any volume changes in the cement paste, that we will see when it is in the dense state. So for this test, what we have to do is, we have to take a pinch of, that we will see in the next slide. Generally, the CaO and magnesium, calcium oxide and magnesium in the cement, presence in the cement paste can hydrate and cause expansion of the hardened cement paste. These are the major elements that causes expansion. Generally, where soundness is defined as the volume stability of the cement paste. That means, is there any volume changes, whether it volume or not, but representing is nothing but a soundness. Where to find the soundness of cement, we will use a Leach arterial apparatus, where the apparatus is consisting of a cylinder split, the cylinder which will allow to split with the help of its generatic. 2 generatic will be available. With those, the splitting possibility will also be there for this type of brass cylinder. And to know the soundness, we have to take a cement, and to add a water. The water is nothing but the consistency, how much percentage that we get the consistency. The same, we have to add the water for that cement, and we have to cylinder, that means Leach arterial apparatus cylinder, where we have to place. Then the total assembly we have to immerse in the water at a certain temperature of 27. It may be varies, plus or minus 2. for 24 hours. After that, we have to take the reading. So again, we have to place the assembly in the boiled water for a certain time, 1 hour or 2 hours. Then we have to take the reading. At the end, we have to check the soundness value that should not be exceed 10 mm. Two, if it is 10 mm or less than 10 mm, then we can say that the expansion is not there for a particular cement. If it is more, then we have to think of the quality of a cement. And another property is fineness, where the fineness will play a major role in the attainment of strengths. So according to the Indian Standard Code 4031 Part 1 will give the details about the soundness, where we will use the cement, the weighing balance, and also 90 micron sieve we will use to find the soundness, fineness of a cement. So in the rapid strength development, the fineness will plays a major role. So generally, how we will find the fineness is nothing but by taking 100 grams of cement, which will a micron sieve, and we will find how much quantity of the cement is returned on 90 micron sieve will give the fine. And what is the necessity for finding the fineness? In the sense, fineness of cement affects the hydration rate, and the smaller particle size will give the early strength, will occupies the more area, and the cement interaction, and the bleeding and the bleeding can be reduced. Along with that, the shrinkage will also reduce. These are the major things the fineness is necessary to find. And the fineness we will find with this formula, like W1 here represents weight of cement taken, roughly 100 grams, and W2 will how much quantity of the sample will retain on 90 micron sieve after sieving 10 to 15 minutes. Like we have to place the 100 grams of cement sample on the 90 micron sieve, and we have to sieve for 10 to 15 minutes, and we have to check how much quantity will be returned on the sieve. That will represent W2.
Hello, hello, excuse me, sir.
Yes,
Nice.
Hello,
yes,
Rahul, sir.
yes,
For
Raju, sir.
better visibility, so is it possible to present a slideshow?
It is not there in the slideshow, sir.
Yeah, it's there in the slideshow, but for a better visibility, students are asking to.
Participants are asking, sir.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Now it
Is
is
it
fine,
possible
sir.
or not?
Now it is fine, sir.
No, sir. No, sir. Just make the slide bigger, sir.
Yes, sir. I changed. I am presenting two slides.
Yeah. Yes, you click that one, sir. That option.
Yes, sir. It is fine, sir.
Sir, you continue the session, sir, because we are using both the links now. It was interrupting. You can continue the session, sir. Yes.
Okay, sir. Actually, I am used a slideshow only.
But it was not getting. You can continue, sir.
Once again, I will check, sir. Now, once see, sir, it is in the slide share or not?
No, sir. It's the
No, sir,
same.
not. So no problem, sir. You can continue.
You can continue, sir. You can continue the session.
Okay, sir. So where we can see the 3 trials are done. So 3 trials are done. In each trial, we will get the different percentages of fineness, where we can see the fineness should having the fineness is, it will be less than 10 means it will be good. And coming to the specific gravity, the code that I have mentioned here, and the specific gravity of cement is about 3.15, where the process will represent this image. First, W1 will take the empty flask, and W2 will represent weight of a flask plus cement, and W3 will represent weight of flask plus cement plus corrosion, and fourth will represent weight of flask plus corrosion. By using this formula, we will get the specific gravity of the cement. In this formula, 0.79 will represent the specific gravity of the corrosion. The Le flask will be used to find the specific gravity. And coming to the strength, as like a general, we can use 70 mm cubes or 50 mm cubes to.
Sir, please
Nice.
change the slides. The slides was not changing. Please, can you please change this? Yes, now it's strength of cement. Yes.
When I will use the slide share, sir, then it is showing a problem. It's
Yes.
not changing the slides, sir.
Yes. Yes.
Don't know where is the problem. Okay, sir. Now,
Yes.
the strength of cement that we can find with the cement paste, or else we can find with the mortar, whereby adding the sand. And we know that to find the strength of a cement, ultimate load by area of the sample. If you use 70 mm molds, the area of sample will be 70 by 17. And this is the compression testing machine where we can find the strength of a cement. For how much consistency percentage that we will use, for that we will find the strength here. These are the proper different types of cements. And coming to the second part of the presentation, like different types of cements, where each type of cement will have its own advantages. Depending upon the purpose, we have to elect a particular type of cement. The first, ordinary Portland cement, there we have different like 33 or 43 and also 53, and rapid hardening cement, sulfate resistant cement, Portland slag cement, quick setting cement, low heat cement, and Portland Pozzolana cement, air entraining cement, colored cement, cement. So here I mentioned different codes also for which type of cement we have to refer which type of Indian Standard Code. And coming to the ordinary Portland cement, we all know that it is one of the widely used construction material, where it will be produced and calcareous materials along with by adding the little quantity of gypsum. According to Indian Standard Code, it will be divided into 3 grades according to the strength. The grade itself, it represents the minimum strength attainments for these grades of cement, like 33, 43, and also 53 in MPa or Newton per mm square, about 28 days of curing. Where we will see the advantages. So for general, all kind of construction purposes, we can use the ordinary Portland cement, and it is also one of the widely used residential or commercial purpose. We will use the ordinary Portland. Coming to the disadvantages, where the production of ordinary Portland cement will liberate 8 to 10% of carbon dioxide into atmosphere, and a huge quantity of raw materials like limestone is required in the production of ordinary Portland cement. And also at the time of heating, at the time of manufacturing process of the cement, it requires a lot of heat, so that the energy consumption will also more. These are the major defects or disadvantages for the cement production, where environment. And coming to the next cement, rapid hardening cement, the name itself, it indicates to develops rapid strength. We have to use this kind of rapid hardening cement for early removal of the formwork or gaining of early strengths or using of repairing of road works, that means concrete roads, and where we have to get the quick strengths at that places, we have to use these kinds of a rapid hardening cement. Where coming to the ordinary Portland cement, the cost will be more for rapid hardening cement. And this image represents cement bags, rapid hardening and Portland cement. And sulfate resisting cement, generally where the sulfate attack, the possibility of sulfate attack at that places, we have to use these kinds of sulfate resisting cement, particularly construction of the foundations where the construction will present like a pile foundations and some basements, underground construction, sewage and water treatment plants, like filters and sugar factories, like where it will be contact with the sulfate directly or indirectly. At that place we have to use this sulfate resistant cement. And Portland slag cement nowadays, it is also widely using in terms to increase the durability, and where the precast elements are manufacturing, like precast elements for the construction of flyovers or some other purposes. Portland slag cement is using, where the little quantities of slag, that means ground granulated blast furnace slag, will be replaced with the ordinary Portland cement. Then the formed will called Portland slag cement. And quick setting cement, the name itself, where the setting times, we have to reduce the setting times. At that place we have to use quick setting cement. To produce this quick setting cement, one of the point is we have to reduce the gypsum quantity at the time of clinker grinding. And generally the quick set will start within 5 minutes, and it will be in the hard stone around 30 minutes for quick setting cement. It is the major advantage where quick settings are required for the construction of. The next type of cement is low heat cement, where we know that low heat cement is produced by we know that, as in the early slide we discussed about tricalcium aluminate and dicalcium silicate will plays the major role in the production of high heat, so that by reducing these two quantities we can produce the low heat cement. So for mass construction works like dam, marine structures, retaining walls, for these purposes generally we will use low heat cement. And by using the low heat cement we can also decrease the emissions of carbon dioxide, because the clinker quantity that we will use here is low. And coming to the Portland Pozzolana cement, in concern with the environment, so the Portland Pozzolana cement will have the great opportunity. And from the olden days also, the Portland Pozzolana cement is using for the general construction works. Using of Portland Pozzolana cement will increase the compressive strength along with the time. That means increasing in the period of construction, the compressive strength will also increases along with that. And by decreasing the permeability, the durability of Portland Pozzolana cement will be increases. And at the place of chemical resistances, and for the construction of hydraulic structures like dams, canals, and for the foundations and all categories of construction works, we can use a Portland Pozzolana cement. This part, Indian Standard Code 1489 here, this will, the Portland Pozzolana cement will produced by adding the fly ash. We know that fly ash is one of the industrial byproducts that replacing the cement will give all we can say that it is a sustainable material. And coming to the colored cement, again voice disturbance is there, sir, or voice problem? Okay, sir. Now it is okay, sir.
Continue.
Okay, sir. Okay. The colored cement generally mixing of colored pigments about 5 to 10% in the ordinary Portland. We will get the colored cement where if you will add chromium oxide will gives the green color to the cement. If you will add cobalt will give the blue color. If you will add iron oxide will gives the brown color. Where we have to use the finishing of floors or for external surfaces or plastering purposes, or if you will use the colored tiles or swimming pools, garden paths for artificial marbles, for these purposes generally we will prefer colored cement. And air entrant cement, the cement will produce by introducing air bubbles in the clinker. At the time of clinker grounding, we can produce air entered cement. So this kind of cement will give the lower densities to the concrete, where advantages for this kind of cement is the workability will be increases. The air entraining agents will reduce the effects of freezing and thawing. That means heating and coolings, and bleeding and segregation will also be reduces, and sulfate resistance will also be increases. Shrinkage and crack formations will also be decreases with these kinds of air entered cement. And disadvantages with this kinds of cement, the porosity of the concrete will increases automatically, the unit weight of the concrete will decreases, and obviously it will affect on the strength of the concrete. And where we can see the image, the air bubbles that we can see, that's what we'll call it is air entering cement. On high alumina cement, where in this high alumina cement a special type of bauxite will be added in the mixture, where it's like a alumina content. The increasing in this content, automatically the resistance towards chemical activation will be decreases to the concrete. Along with that, it will withstand at higher temperatures also. The concrete will resist the higher temperatures, and the setting will be fast here, and also resistance, and will give more compressive strength here, and resistance about fire will be increases. And the disadvantages with this type of cement is the manufacturing cost will be increases here. And these are some of my publications, and this is the end of the presentation, where we will look into the properties of cement and also different types of cements we have seen in this session. You can ask if you have any doubts regarding this presentation.
Yes, thank you, Rammohan sir. Thank you very much. And I request participants, those who are having a doubt, you can ask the speaker.
Hello, sir. This is Kola Arish, sir.
Hello. Yes. Hello.
Sir, Sir, right now you are go across with the types of cements, but you didn't come across through the blended cement, no, sir.
Yeah, because of
Right now, the beginning of the session,
shortage of time, I
you can
go
carry
with
on, sir.
few types of cements. There will be not. It is not limited to these cements only. There are so many types of cements available, but the time allotted me is 30 minutes. So I have gone with a few cements only.
Could you explain about blended cement? Because right now the session was began at the blended cement only. Uh, as SAR said above, metro pillars and Burj Khalifa is constructed with blended cement. Could
Okay.
you don't mind anything, sir? Please, could you explain?
Hello.
Yes, sir. You are absolutely audible to me.
Yes. Yes. Hello. The
Sir,
blended
Ramon,
cement.
sir, you are audible.
Sir, the blended cement is nothing but use of any kinds of like a fly ash or silica fume or ground granulated blast furnace slag. If addition of these kinds of cement, these kinds of industrial byproduct blended cement, um, that already we discussed, like Portland Pozzolana cement, where we adding the fly ash to produce the cement, and cement where we are adding ground granulated blast furnace slag to produce slag cement. These are also comes under the blended cement only, where we are using industrial byproducts for the production of cement instead of OPC, where we will give the sustainability to the environment. Hello.
Yes, sir, Ramon.
Nice, sir.
Sir, and there was a few questions in the chat box that from Santosh Pawar. He's
Sir.
asking that construction of coffer dams and questions which type of cement is used for construction of coffer dams. Which type of cement is used?
The construction of mass construction works.
Yeah.
Already I mentioned the depending upon hello.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yes, sir. Depending upon the place, whether we can use at the time at the place of coffer construction, whether we can go with Portland slag cement, or we can go with, if the presence of water, we can go with peak setting cement also at that place.
Yes, sir. Yes. So thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And
So thank you, sir. Thank you for giving this opportunity to present
yeah.
my lecture.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And thank you, participant. I'm posting the link of a quiz in a chat box. Please check the link and participate in the quiz. Shriram, sir, are you there, sir?
Yes, I am here.
Sir, few questions are there, sir. Let us discuss while they are writing the quiz. Is it convenient,
Yes.
sir?
Yes, it is convenient. First of all, before Madhu is going to ask, let me answer these questions.
So just I posted the link in two links. Those who are from one link and other link, you can access the link of quiz and you can write down the quiz.
Here
yes,
for
sir.
construction. Yeah, Madhu garu cheppandi.
Sir, I have two small doubts.
Yes.
So, is the setting time is depending upon the grade of the cement, sir? Is it depends?
Yes, it is depending.
So, how the setting time is depends upon grade of cement, sir?
Yeah. Madhu garu, once again, please repeat.
So, is the setting time is depends upon the grade of cement? Initial setting time. Initial
Yes.
setting time.
Actually, the initial setting time, we call it as it should not be less than 30 minutes and it should not be more than 600 minutes. But whereas the codal provision says like this, but if you do the test in the laboratory for Portland Pozzola cement or Portland slag cement or ordinary Portland cement, or otherwise OPC 43 and OPC 53 grade, you need to ask the same thing, right?
Yes, sir. I read that the setting time is not depending upon the grade of the cement. So how is it possible, sir? That is the
Yes,
question.
the thing is, in actual condition, it is not varying, but when we are testing on field, on laboratory, we observed practically that if you come for OPC 43 and OPC 53, there is no much change. But whereas if you observe PPC as well as PSC, Portland slag cement, there is traces of this GGBS is available. So GGBS, when it is added, then it rapidly sets the cement. I mean to say that the type of cement, though the codal provisions is saying that they are the same, but there is a slight variation in the initial setting time.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, I mean to say the proportions present in the chemical composition present in the cement, that is changing.
Yes,
that is affecting the setting time of cement. Whereas if you see fly ash plus cement, the addition of fly ash, it delays the setting time slightly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That is the one. If you say in grade of the cement, there is no much variation, but the type of cement is definitely affecting the setting time. From my observation, I am saying this point.
So I have one more doubt, sir. Small doubt.
Yes.
So other than the compressive strength, so is there any factors affecting of the grade of the cements that are the classification other than the compressive strength?
Okay, that means we would like to see. Once again, can you elaborate it?
So other than the compressive strength, so is there any specific classification for differentiating of the grades of cement, different types of grades?
Yes, there are there. Fineness of the specific surface area. Basically, the specific surface area you can observe. So we know that to observe this specific surface area, there are two methods are there, as explained by our speaker. One is 90 micron sieve, that is dry sieve method. Another one is air place permeability method is there. If you go for the air place permeability method, the minimum specific surface area, there is 225 meters square per gram. But however, if you see 43 grade as well as 53 grade, and if these blended cements are there, like blended cements are nothing but PPC, PSC, Portland slag cement, Portland Pozzola cement, then definitely there is a change in the fineness of cement.
Okay, sir.
Yes. And some of the questions asked by in cold weather condition, which type of cement is used and its advantages. Yeah, in the cold weather conditions, there are certain precautions have to be taken as because freezing and thawing effect will be there. So we have to go for air entrainment and mixers at the time of the run. So air entraining cement is to be used sometimes. And there is a proper mixing water also is to be considered.
And one more question, what are the concerns regarding fly ash concrete, especially in case of health regarding issues?
Yes, as per tested, this fly ash based concretes, they are not producing any adverse effects on the health. So that's why it is observed that this fly ash can be used in the construction. It is not, the occupants doesn't get affected with this fly ash. That's why the codal provisions, Indian codal provision, if you observe the Portland Pozzola based cement, IS 18, what is the code number, Mohan?
Fly ash cement, sir.
Yes, you can explain more.
About the strength. At the early ages, the strength of fly ash based cement will be less as compared to the conventional OPC, but the age will be increases. The unreacted fly ash particles will react with the time. Then the strength in the later ages will be increases. Along with the durability will also be increases for fly ash based cement.
Ramohan, the point is regarding health aspect. is it going to produce any adverse effect to the occupants?
No, it won't, sir, because the fly ash is as a supplemental cementitious materials. It won't issues to the occupancies.
And Harish, your question is, are the properties and compounds won't have demerits? That means you need to ask these blended cements or normal cement composition regarding that.
Yes, Harish, you ask a question in a precise way so that speaker can give you exact answer. The question is not correct. Are the properties and compounds won't have demerits?
Sir, I will say my question. Sir,
Yes.
we are using the aluminum, some chemicals, isn't it, sir, in the calcium algaris. So that won't have any demerits. It won't cause any pollution or the. Does it have any pollution? How can I have?
Yeah, Harish, yes, we got your question, Harish. Yes, good question, Harish. You mean to ask that, for example, these alumina or something like materials, are they produce any radiation or are they giving any adverse effects to the people, those who are living in that house which is being constructed with this type of cement? You mean to ask like that, right?
Exactly, sir. Exactly.
Yeah. These mineral admixtures, whatever that are being used in concrete, they are radiation free and they won't give any adverse effects. It is chemically tested, then only that is being used in cement.
Thank you, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir. And I really, sir, the questions
Excuse
are
me, sir.
ended. Yes. Yes, Akshay, you can.
Sir, yes, yeah, thank you, sir. I'm Akshay. So my question is that we have setting times for initial and final settings. We have initial and final settings time for cement.
Yes,
And
Akshay.
is there any possibility for having initial and final setting time? Yes, sir. Is there any initial setting time and final setting time for concrete in real field?
Yes,
Sir,
there is a
can
test.
you correlate the
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the
Akshay, it is not audible, Akshay. The second part is not audible. You are asking to correlate on field.
rather than cement? Specifically, yes, sir. In real field, we use concrete rather than cement. So how can we correlate the initial and final setting time for concrete?
Yes, Akshay, the initial setting time of cement it should not be less than 30 minutes. But however, if you see for concrete, it is 240 minutes. Initial setting time is 240 minutes, around 240 minutes. And how it is defined is there is a test that is available. So a compressive strength test is conducted and it is around 3.5 MPa is to be achieved. When the concrete achieves 3.5 MPa, then it is said that 3.5 or in the around of 3 to 4 MPa, then that is said that the concrete achieved its strength. There is no such Vickers apparatus test is available. Whereas for final setting time, the value for concrete is 360 minutes, that is around 6 hours. That is around 27.2 MPa. I didn't remember exactly, but around 27 MPa if the concrete is achieving its strength. So, but there is specific test is available on laboratory for that. We can discuss it later.
Yes, sir. But my question is that how can we correlate with cement and concrete
Yeah, you mean
regarding initial and final setting times of cement and concrete?
Yes,
Like that.
it's both are different. Regarding the concrete, the setting times will depending upon the admixtures that you are using, a special type of admixtures you are using, or plain concrete that you are using, and how much time that you require to place the concrete, and whether you are using ready mix concrete. There are so many factors that are affecting on the setting time, whether it is initial or final setting time. You need to check all these things at the site when we are working in the real field.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Still any questions, participants? So I post. Yes, sir. Thank you very much, Santosh Pawar, and I think we will be winding up the session for day one. So
Thank you.
I
Thank
sincerely,
you, sir.
yes, I sincerely thank Dr. Sriram Chand sir and
Thank you very much.
Ram Mohan Reddy sir, who are given an informative session, and this session will be very useful for the participants. And I thank both of you, and I really thank the participants who joined for the first session. And we will be going to meet in the second session exactly at 5 p.m. tomorrow.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Sriram, sir.